Mike? Ah, okay. Tapos papapayin ko to. Ay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. And I see very familiar faces, but I am not the one in charge of the Senate lounge. But I am happy to be back here at my former beat, and I see familiar faces, and I'm glad to see these familiar faces. And for the first time, our Kapihan sa Manila Day was forced, by invitation, by the kind invitation of no less than the Senate President himself, Vicente Tito Sotto III. He has invited us to hold our Kapihan sa Manila Day here at the Senate Lounge because he has some very important announcement, and this needs a lot of public attention that we in media can deliver to our publics. So without further much ado, I would like to open this Kapihan sa Manila Day to our Senate President, who has a PowerPoint presentation this morning. Good morning, sir, for your opening statements.
Thank you very much, Ichu. Good morning. First, thank you. We'd like to thank Ms. Marichu Villanueva for accepting our invitation to move just for one day the Kapihan sa Manila Bay to the Senate Lounge, because I do not want the Senate media to be out of the loop when we discuss some very important matters. Secondly, I am constrained to come up with a PowerPoint presentation on not only a statement, but perhaps a revelation that I would like to tell the public, and through the media, of course. And so we need a little bigger area. So we talked with the members of the Senate media, particularly Celi Bueno. So we'd like to thank Celi and the rest of the members of the Senate press for allowing us to have a Kapihan here one day ahead of the Kapihan sa Senado, which is scheduled tomorrow. And I understand tomorrow the guest is Senator Ping Lacson. So timely siguro, because part of or a big chunk of what I will be presenting today was already given also to Senator Lacson yesterday. I made sure that Senator Lacson, as chairman of the Committee on Public Order and Illegal Drugs, has a copy of the presentation that we will be presenting this morning. So again, my gratitude to Kapihan sa Manila Bay. Thank you very much, Ichu. To the Kapihan sa Senado Group, the Senate Press, thank you very much. Nagpapasintabi po kami at maraming salamat sa pagkakataon na ito. Alright.
Sir, we'll start off with the burning issue of this self-confessed decoy. And I understood before coming here, the Philippine National Police announced that they have in custody a first-degree relative of this self-confessed decoy, and we would like to know a deeper background of this guy, which I believe you're going to present, sir.
Okay. So to place everything in its proper context and to give the complete and full background of what I'm about to present. Last Monday, I was on the way to Calamba, Laguna, for a Luntian Party List, Luntian Pilipinas event, where we invited some re-electionist senators and some of my friends who are running for the Senate in 2019 elections. And on the way, my political officer, Hatch Altavas, from Capiz, who is the grandson of Senator Altavas from the Region 6. A governor, governor. And then he called me and asked if I was watching the TV or listening to the radio on a certain person who claims he is Bicoy, and his family name was Advincula. And sabi ko sa kanya, hindi eh, I'm driving to Laguna eh. Ang sabi niya, sir, yun yung pinapuntahan mo sa akin sa Muntinlupa eh. Sabi niya, ha? Sabi ko, ano? Sino? Kailan? Some years ago. So I was trying to refresh my memory and recall what happened during that time. Sinasabi niya, some years ago, sir, pinapunta niyo ako dun eh. Sabi niya, sa Muntinlupa, pinakausap niyo sa akin yung certain Peter Advincolay. And then, siya ba yung nandiyan dyan? I'm so sure, sabi niya. Are you sure? 100% siya yun. Yung nasa TV ngayon. Kaya siya nagugulat. Sabi ko, monitor mo ako na pinagsasasabi. And then, do you remember later, pinag-usapan namin, natatandaan mo ba yung pinadala niya sa ating mga sulat, mga ganon, na humihingi ng tulong, na may mga revelations? Yes, sir, I have everything. Sabi niya, buti na itabi niya. As a matter of fact, na itabi niya, pati yung visitors pass sa Muntinlupa. Kaya natandaan namin yung date kung kailan siya nagpunta doon. Ayun, ito yung original na visitors pass. MXC.
Bilanggo pa lang sa inyo.
Okay, bilanggo pa lang sa inyo. December 12, 2016. 2016 pala. Mali ako nung akala ko. Ang recall ko, 2015 eh. 2016 pala. December 2. December 2 pala. December 12. December 2, 2016. Inmate Peter Advincula. Tapos nakapirma dito yung officer in charge, strictly visiting area only. Ayun yung mga nakapirma. Hindi ko nababagitin ang pangalan ng mga nakapirma. Okay. Ito. Eksakto. Ano? Pati yung search, papunasan ng searching area. Kompleto yan. At yung pangalan ng inmate na pinuntahan. Alright? So, to place everything in its proper context, kanga. So, confirmed. 100%. Siya yung pinuntahan ni Hutch at siya yung kausap. Pagbalik sa akin ni Hutch, in 2016, and we pieced this together already, no, para matandaan namin lahat.
Ano ka at that time, Senate Committee? Majority Leader.
I was Majority Leader of the Senate. Meron siyang affidavit na ginawa. May affidavit na ginawa, sinumpaang salaysay ni Peter Jomel L. Advincula, a.k.a. Peter Jomel. Ano? December 2016 at the New Bilibid Prisons, Muntinlupa, Metro Manila. Dito sa sinumpaang salaysay niya, nung nire-review namin uli, makikita ninyo yung pagkahawig doon sa Bicol series at saka doon sa statement niya in the IBP. So we would like to ask our staff to distribute to the members of the media.
Similar doon sa 2016 affidavit niya.
Yung sinumpaang salaysay niya noong 2016 para may kopya may lahat. So that brings me to the PowerPoint presentation that I would like to make, so that you can see the comparison ng mga sinasabi niya noon at sinasabi niya ngayon. Because it was really a big bombshell during that time. If kung pinatulang ko, eto na. Doon sa sinumpaang salaysay niya noong 2016, yung kanyang employment description ay halos pareho doon sa kanyang employment description sa kanyang statement ng May 6, 2019. In 2016, he was technical controller and marketing consultant daw with concurrent capacity as mentor speaker for First Vita Plus, 9 Cycles Net Corporation and Wellness Philippines Incorporated, Inca Ascenso Forum Bicol Franchise, at siya raw ay team leader uh, noong grupo ng mga quadrangle syndicate that he calls. During that time, tinatawag na niya ng quadrangle syndicate yon. Sa statement niya ng May 6, 2019 sa IBP, siya raw ay marketing executive ng Vita Plus at controlman ng radio-based and CCTV operations of the quadrangle syndicate. You will see later on what he means by the quadrangle syndicate. Ito raw yung illegal drugs group of the entire country na pinamumunuan ng mga sinasabi niyang mga personalidad. And later, he was also member of the transmitting and facilitating team of the Quadrangle Syndicate. Yun pa rin. Doon sa Bicol video series niya, ang sinasabi niyang employment description niya, member siya ng drug syndicate, ng Quadrangle Syndicate. Ngayon, doon sa mga statements niya, doon sa sinumpang salaysay niya noong 2016, meron siyang tinatawag ng grupo ng mga patron. Ito yung mga big shot. Ito yung nasa ibabaw ng drug syndicate according to his description in his affidavit.
Did you use the word patron? Kasi it means me the old champion ng cartel.
Correct, he did. That's what he calls them, patron. And then meron siyang tinatawag ng mga patriarch. I don't know what he means by patriarch, but siguro baka yun yung mga ama. And then may others siya. Doon sa mga patron na sinasabi, makikita niyo yung listahan niya at may mga code pa siya. Elizalde Co, former President Benigno Aquino, former DILG Secretary Mar Rojas, former DOJ Secretary Laila de Lima, Teresita Rañola, Congressman Fernando Gonzales, Congressman Luis Villaverde, at Thomas Enrile. Ito yung mga patron ng Quadrangle Drug Syndicate. Ang patriarch daw ay sila Governor Joey Salceda, Congressman El Rey Villaverde, Governor Egay Talyado, Governor Joseph Cua, Vice Governor Cruni Escudero. Lahat yan, meron siyang code. May mga NATO numeric code siya mga ginagamit. Alright. And then, meron siya mga others. Former DA Secretary Proceso Alcala, former DILG Undersecretary Ricardo Puno, Police Superintendent, Senior Superintendent Regondola, Senior Sup Clit, Senior Superintendent Bardin, and Ronnie Dayan. At binabanggit niya na kasama ro sa grupo.
Yung driver ni Secretary de Lima.
I-compare niya ngayon ito ngayon doon sa statement niya ng May 6, 2019. Meron din siyang binabanggit na grupo ng patron, mga patriarch, at others. Sa patron, nabago na. Ang sinasabi niyang patron, or Tausug Davao Group daw, Paulo Duterte, Veronica Salvador, na representing daw Hanilet and her daughter, Christopher Bongo, and Manes Escarpio. At yung mga patriarch, mapapansin nyo rito na may mga pareho ng pangalan doon sa dati niya. Elizalde Co, Teresita Rañola, Victor Lorenzo Rosales, Fernando Rosales, Governor Egay Talyado, Congressman Luis Villaverde, Governor Cua, Vice Governor Escudero, Senior Provincial Board Member Cronimar Escudero, and then Thomas Enrile. Ito yung main personalities involved in the drug syndicate according to him in his sinumpang salaysay in 2016 and his statement in May 6 at the IBP. The main personalities involved in the drug syndicate na makikita natin talaga na matingkad yung pagkakalagay niya. And pag tinignan ninyo ron sa sinumpang salaysay niya, yung participation kung paano, no? President Aquino, DIL Secretary Rojas, Secretary de Lima, makikita nyo dyan sa mga statements niya. Pay attention to, or I'll call your attention to May number 4. Number 5. Ang pagpupulong pong ito ay malalaking politiko, Chinese businessman. Ang dinidescribe niya ay yung daw mga nagpupunta doon sa drug syndicate group na quadrangle nila na ano, kasama businessman at police officials sa aming rehiyon ay muling nasundan noong ika-28 ng Disyembre 2010 sa underground room or central house ng Quadrangle Syndicate, na kung saan sa pagkakataong po ito ay una kong malapitang nakita ang nooy kalihim ng kagawaran ng katarungan na si Secretary Laila de Lima, kasamang kausap ang mga patriarkal ng sindikato at ang mga politiko at Chinese businessman na una pong nasambitan Pangulong pagpupulong pong ito sa Central House ng Quadrangle Syndicate. Tumagal ng halos 3 oras, magmula ikalawa ng hapon hanggang ika-6, kasama ang bodyguard ni Secretary de Lima na si Ronnie Dayan. Kasama din ni Secretary Lima nagtungo sa Central House ng sindikato. Pagkatapos ng pagpupulong, sabay-sabay pumasok sa door 2 ng underground na kinalalagyan ng underground laboratory ng sindikato, kasama si Secretary de Lima, kanyang driver, bodyguard Ronnie Dayan at mga patriarkal ng sindikato. At ang sumunod naman yung mga sinabanggit dito, so in gist na lang para hindi ko na kailangan basahin ulit, ng mahaba. Yung mga naghahatid ng commodities at nagbabagsak, siya raw ang naghahatid. Ronnie Dayan sa Diamond Hotel, kasama si Congressman Danilo Suarez ng Quezon Province. Pati yung mga gun smuggling daw ay kasama si Congressman Danilo Suarez at yung kanyang anak na si Governor Suarez. Ito pa lang, nung mga nabasa ko ito, hindi na agad makapaniwala sapagkat kaibigan ko matalik si Governor Suarez. Ngayon, ilang beses pa yung binanggit niya na sa pagpupulong, bigayan ng pera, nakaharap si President Aquino, nakaharap si Marojas, nakaharap si Jojo Ochoa. Yun ang mga sinasabi niya dito sa mga salaysay niya. Alright, now, pagdating ngayon dito sa May 6, 2019, ang binabanggit naman niya ay wala naman siyang affidavit na maikukumpara natin kundi yung statement niya doon sa IBP. Sinasabi niya, si Paulo Duterte na ang binabanggit niya na quadrangle group daw. Nakasama pa rin nilang yung mga sila Elizalde ko. At binabanggit niya ngayon doon sa IBP statement niya, at sa Bigoy series niya yung tungkol sa mga tato na siya ang tumitingin ng code. Pag tinignan niyo yung mga code dyan sa listahan na binigay na kopya ng sinumpang salaysay sa inyo, if you will notice, yung mga code tuloy muna natin to. Central House ng Quadrangle Syndicate daw noong 2016, ang sabi niya Misamis Bay. Statement niya ngayon for May 6, 2019 sa Bicoy video series niya, ang Quadrangle Syndicate Central House daw ay Misamis Bay, doon pa rin sa Albay Residential Resort. Doon sa sinumpang salaysay niya noong 2016, sabi niya, doon din pong bago magkatapusan ng Oktubre 2010, ako pinadala ni Ate Tess sa Misamis Bay Residential Resort dahil nangangailangan daw ng technical controller ang resort at requested personally daw ako ni Boss Saldico. Sabi ni Ate Tess daw. Doon sa 2019, na Bicoy series na niya, sabi niya, noong Pebrero ng 2010, inilipat siya ng boss niya na si Tess Ranola sa Operation Center ng sindikato bilang controlman ng radio base at CCTV operations ng underground facilities ng Misamis Bay. Pagka tinignan yung page 1 ng affidavit niya, ang sinasabi niya ron, August 2010, nung siya'y opening statement niya. August 2010, pinakilala pa lang siya ng kaibigan niyang si Joey Lagas kay Teresita Ranyola. So makikita niyo yung inconsistency sa mga sinasabi niyang iba-ibang date na sinasabi niya. Sa Bigoy Series, February 2010. Sa original statement niya, October 2010. Hindi pwede yung sa Bigoy Series niya, February 2010 dahil August pa lang eh. August na eh, nung ilipat siya eh. Sa kanyang sinumpang salaysay, ang illegal activities, illegal drugs at gun smuggling. Sa May 6, kinonfine na lang niya sa illegal drugs. Sa Bicoy Series, inonfine na lang niya sa illegal drugs. And again, take note, doon sa kanyang sinumpang salaysay, bawat individual ay may account sa Quadrangle Syndicate na kami nabibilangan ni Elizaldico, aka Zaldico o Victor Lorenzo, na may identity code sa kanyang mother and individual account na VLZEZC O0AAA1 na may idiniposito na China money bawat buwan ang Quadrangle Syndicate na mahigit kumulang 30 million yuan money. Sa kanyang Bicol video series, ang pangalawang membro ng Bicol Group ay si Victor Lorenzo Rosales. Siya ay nakakulong na ngayon at tinaguriang Bicol Drug Kingpin. Dito sa salaysay niya sa 2016, isang tao lang yung sinasabi niya eh. Pagdating ngayon dito, dalawa na eh. Pinaghiwalay na niya. At yung sinasabi niyang alleged code ni Zaldico, kung mapapansin ninyo, iisa lang yung identity code daw ng Victor Lorenzo at yung Zaldico. Pero pagdating dito sa Bigoy series niya, iba na. Meron ng ibang bank code, meron ng ibang identity code na sinasabi. Makikita nyo rin po yan sa inyo. At ang sinasabi niya rito sa Bigoy series na ang Quadrangle Group, si Elizaldico o mas kilala sa tawag na Zaldico tulad ni Paulo Duterte at Sap Bongo, dalawa din ang code name nila. Papatunay na senior sila sa sindikato. Actually daw, ang code name niya ay Eco Sierra QDRLGO. Meron din siyang alleged code ni Governor Egay Talyado. May identity code. Sa salaysay niya noong 2016. Pagdating ng Bicol video series niya, iba na. Eco Tango QDRGL 004. Meron din siyang alleged code ni Governor Joseph Cua noong salaysay niya noong 2016 na iba na dito sa Bicol video series niya. Makikita ninyo sa video niya na iba na yung code na sinasabi niya pero binabanggit pa rin niya yung pangalan. Ganon din sa kay Thomas Enrile na meron siyang ibang identity code na sinasabi. Pagdating sa Bicol video series, iniba na niya ang sinasabi niyang video code, bank code or identity code. Pati yung Teresita Ranyola, ganun din. Iba ang laman ng sinumpaang salaysay niya. Dito ngayon sa Bicol video series niya, binago na niya. Also, I call your attention to the identity code of Paulo Duterte vis-a-vis Zaldico based on Bicoy's YouTube video series. Yung bank code daw ni Paulo Duterte, Polo Delta TSGO1, barcode Alpha Tierra 0029. Tignan ninyo yung identity code at bank code daw ni Zaldico. Zaldico, Eco Sierra QDRLG 001. Tapos yung barcode, pareho. Pinaligtad lang niya Alpha Sierra, Sierra Alpha. At number 29 din. Ano? Kung ano-anong letter. Same NATO phonetic alphabet. Siguro nahihirapan mag-isip na ng kung ano-ano mga numero at saka letra. Kaya binabali-baligtad na nga. So, your copies of this. If you want copies of the other documents that we have, we will furnish you. Pero, this was this in 2016 December. This was given to me during the time na mainit tong issue tungkol kay Senator De Lima at gustong idamay sila Maroja, Jojo Ochoa, and Noy Aquino, President Noy Aquino. I dismissed the issue. Even if during that time mainit yung tungkol kay Laila De Lima, there and thereafter. So, what is the lesson and what is the thing that I'm pointing out here? Especially, perhaps this is a very good lesson for IDP and the religious. You know, before, bago nyo patulan ng kahit anong mga bagay na naninira ng kapwa, imbestigahan nyo muna. You must vet it first, you know? Kasi, in my case, nung dumating sa akin yan, the first thing I did, oh, by the way, if you want copies of the bank accounts that he was talking about, ito yung mga bank account eh. Binigyan ako ng ganitong karaming bank account na transfer na mga HSBC raw ang ginagamit na Hong Kong Shanghai Bank. Napakadaming pahina nito, iba-iba number, pero
Violation of the Bank Secrecy Act yan, ha?
tanungin nyo perhaps you can ask Senator Lacson tomorrow because pina-verify niya yung mga account number na ito ngayon, but I did verify it before. So nung nakarating na sa akin ito noong 2016, lahat ito, yung sinumpaang salaysay, yung copy ng mga bank accounts, yung mga text, yung mga text messages na palitan between Hatch Altavas and this fellow Advincula. Ang unang-unang kong ginawa, tinanong ko sa HSBC kung meron silang bank account na gano'n sapagkat ang sinasabi, ang sinasabi doon sa salaysay niya, HSBC Makati daw tinideposit yung pera nung quadrangle syndicate. Isang account lang ang binigay ko sa HSBC. Pinatatanong ko lang kung tama ito. Ang sagot sa amin ng HSBC noon, hindi daw ganyan ang numbering at lettering nila ng mga bank account nila, kaya imposible daw yun. So, I already dismissed the fellow eh. Sabi ko nga kay Hatch, huwag mo nang pansinin yan. Si Hatch nung bumalik galing ng Muntinlupa, pagbalik nga sa akin, ang una sabi sa akin, boss, mukhang may tama. Tingin niya, may flip eh. Pero pinatulan ko pa rin muna, pina-imbestiga ko. Ito nga lumalabas, investigasyon gano'n. Later on, siguro nakahalata siya na hindi namin pinapatulan, iba na kwento. Nag-text na kay Hatch. Yung cellphone ni Hatch, ang magaling naman dito, nakatabi. Kahit nagpalit na siya ng cellphone, hindi niya binubura, hindi niya inaalis. So, nandiyan dyan lahat. Kung gusto niyo makita, halika, Hatch, halika dito. Halika.
Na-preserve ba pa yan?
Na-preserve niya.
2016, 3 years.
Na. Ang kwento, iba na.
Sige,
habang na yan.
Ang kwento nila, pasensya na sir, naghihim ako sa inyo at natatakot na din ako sa seguridad ko. If di ko sa iyo sinabi muna nung una yung tunay na strategies nila sa pag-deposit ng pera sa China. Malinis ang sindikato dito sa Pilipinas. Sa deposit account nila, lahat ng account nila ay nasa UNBC. Sa Hong Kong.
Yung QNBC, dinescribe niya, nung tinatanong namin, ang sabi, Queen Net Banking Corporation ng HSBC. Tinanong ko rin sa HSBC, there's no such thing. They don't know of any Queen Net Banking.
Sir.
Sige, tuloy mo.
May aminin ako sa iyo. He texted me this December 8, 2016, 7 a.m. ng umaga. Ang sabi niya, may aminin ako sa iyo, hindi totoo na nag-deposit ng pera sila Saldico at ang sindikato sa HSBC, Makati or HSBC Hong Kong. Ang totoo ay kapag lahat ng kita ng sindikato sa mga gobernador at congressman ay intact na at ready na for remittance, ay dinadala nila ito sa Clark, Pampanga, sa Mimosa, at galing Clark ay ililipad namin ang collective money via chopper o saldi ko sa China. Pagdating namin ng China, ipapalit ang peso money sa HSBC China para maging yuan money. Kapag napalitan na, dadalhin na naman siya sa QNBC para i-deposit individually account through SPA kay Yap Ping Swan sa Hong Kong.
Kagabi, kasama ko si Senator Honasan at si Ambassador Noe Wong na mga mga members ng Armed Forces at veterano dyan sa mga ganyan. Tinanong ko, yung helicopter ba makakarating ng China galing ng Clark? Imposible daw.
Haba yun.
So, marami pang ibang palitan sila. I have asked Hutch to give his permission to the members of the media to look into his phone and all the exchanges, the text exchanges that they had, pati yung claim niya sa kwento kasi kailangan makalabas na daw siya ng Muntinlupa dahil pinapapatay daw siya ni Noynoy Aquino at saka ni Laila de Lima at saka ni Maro Hutch. Yun ang mga sinasabi niya. So, pagdating on my part, I did due diligence. Kaya noong 2016, hindi ko pinatulan to. Medyo iniba lang yan ang korte script, iniba ang personalidad, ito naman ngayon. So, perhaps the best thing, again, is to learn from this lesson. And as I said, perhaps this is a good lesson for IBP and the religious sector na wag basta-basta patol ng patol sa mga ganon, lalo na sa mga naninira sa kapwa. Basta naninira, medyo oras na you start judging people, iba na yung dating eh. Thank you. Thank you. I will be ready to answer any questions on the topic and perhaps we can move on to another topic later if you want.
Yes, sir. Your historical background on the Bicoy case reminded me of how, kasi bibiruin kita eh. Sasabihin ko sa iyo, why are you taking up this fight? It's not your fight. And you were very well explained your side of it.
Yes, I had nothing to do with it. As a matter of fact, hindi ko pinapansin yung Bicoy series sa Facebook eh. There was one media personality last Monday when I mentioned this na si Mayan yata o si Doris, tinanong ako, sabi sa akin, ba't ganyan mga sinasabi yan? Eh hindi ko nga napapanood yung Bicoy series eh. Sabi ko, hindi ko nga pinapatulan yan eh. Kaya nga, I don't know about this eh. So, it's not that I'm taking up the cudgels for anyone. No? I'm just stating the facts. I'm saying that in 2016, he did the same thing. He was the same personality who did that. And ito naman ngayon. And I can only suspect, and I can only surmise na perhaps it has something to do with the 2019 elections. Baka siguro gustong gasgasin yung mga image ng administrasyon katulad ng ginagawa niyang paggagasgas sa administrasyon noon, kung sino man ang mga nasa likod niya, ang mga taong nasa likod niya na pumikap sa kanya, gustong igasgas yung administrasyon ngayon para pagdating ng 2019 elections baka meron silang mga ibang kandidatong kursunada at ayaw nila yung kandidato ng administrasyon. Yun lang ang pumasok sa isip ko.
I can relate with the Senate President because I don't know how would you take it if sip-sip on my part or what admiration, my true admiration. Because when I was still covering the Senate, nalipat na ako sa Malacanang and I used to cover him. And Senator Sotto was a victim of that kind of politics since he mentioned about perhaps it's about related to the election campaign period, because he himself was a victim of such kind of black propaganda. And so, if only senators like you would be that kind of practicing due diligence, there will be no problem of like this Adorwa Mawanay and this si June si June something na inimbestigahan ng Senate. So I think the lesson goes back to the senators. Sana kung lahat kayo ganun.
Yun na nga eh, kaya siguro that's perhaps the reason also I'm endorsing the senators that I'm endorsing. Yung pagkakakilala ko sa kanila, hindi ganun eh. Hindi sila basta papatol na lang or pag nagkakampanya, naninira ng ibang tao para makapagkampanya na sarili nila, imbes na ikampanya lang yung sarili niya. At perhaps better time as any na sabi ko nga, kaya ako ini-endorse din yung mga ibang kandidato sapagkat alam ko na ganun sila. They practice due diligence, you know? Especially the women, you know, Grace, Nancy, Cynthia, Pia, even Amy Marcos.
Your women senator candidates.
Yes,
Members.
I
Pero sir, I
would support the five of them, the five women.
what I would like to drive at is that yung kanang institutional reform sa Senate, because I cannot ask you about the House rules, but I can ask you about the being Senate President. I think you can at least institutionalize this kind of due diligence before announcing to the world that you have this so and so announce sa press con, and you're protected by parliamentary immunity. And kawawa yung mga taong nag-vindicate later or pero too late or hindi na namin mention.
Perhaps we can look into that. Kasi talagang ang rules sa Senate kakaiba sa House eh. Wala kaming cloture. And then we have parliamentary immunity. Kaya kung minsan siguro baka from 1987 to the present, medyo there were one or two instances na medyo naging reckless ng konti. But hopefully in the 18th Congress it will not happen to the Senate. We would like to maintain what the Senate has: independence, transparency, and sincerity.
And since you mentioned about the 18th, the next Congress, the 18th Senate, at this early, and I'm not shift na other than Bicoy, they are already, may Bicoy pa, so magpo-question, sige kayo. Please introduce yourself. I know the Senate President knows you, but we are live on TV daw.
Nasa kulungan po siya. So,
Naku naman, yung mga
Meron.
na-smuggle na yung drugs eh. Cellphone pa.
November 2016. I would rather not mention the name, but there was a media man that he approached who was perhaps covering Muntinlupa or that area. He approached that media man. Tapos, November 16, 2016, nag-send siya ng text. Tinext niya. Sabi niya, Boss, Peter Jomel de Leon Advincula, name ko po. Nasa NBP, medium security compound po ako. Naka-detain at inmate workforce po ako ng ICIAC o Inmate Complaints Information and Assistance Center ng medium security compound. 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. dalaw dito, pre, from Miyerkules to Biyernes. He sent this to that person. And that person talked to him at sabi that he would want to give information to me in particular because it had something to do with illegal drugs. Yun, doon nag-umpisa.
sir, that's when you sent si Hutch.
Yes, I sent Hutch.
Okay. Sir, isa pa clarification lang. Sir, nung Monday kasi yung nabanggit nyo na Jojo, VP Binay. So it wasn't VP.
No, Jojo Ochoa pala, oh.
So wala kang Binay dito sa issue.
Wala. Doon mo makikita na nung Monday, it was not, I was still trying to refresh myself, but I could recall the names ng mga nabanggit noon, na sinasabi ni Hutch na si Advincula, and that he was so sure that it's the same person that he was talking to. So my thoughts during that time, during our press con about Luntian, hindi pa malinaw. Hindi pa malinaw sa akin lahat eh, until we look back at the records. We looked at the papers.
Sir, isa na lang. What
Yes, I gave Senator Lacson all the copies and all the details. He has it. I think he's conducting a Kapihan tomorrow. So you probably can ask him on the developments thereafter.
Left to right muna tayo. Can we paravel or DCWB?
No, I never meddle with the chairman of the different committees. It's up to Senator Lacson on what he thinks is best to do with this issue. As I said, it's best that you ask Senator Lacson about that tomorrow. I would rather not comment kung anong dapat. Basta definitely, the person is not credible at all. Yung mga nagbibigay ng statements na sabi na credible daw to o sounds credible, nakakahiya. Pag nakita ninyo talagang shocking. Yung account number ganito, meron siyang identity code na nandiyan dyan. Ang dami nito para baguhin niya ito, mahihirapan Palagay ko yung sinasubmit niya ngayon, hawig na hawig. Pare-pareho. Inaabaw ko lang yung pangalan na involved. Merong 20 billion, meron yuan. Ang mga deposit daw ay 20 million.
May money laundering na, mayroon pang violation of the anti-ano.
Mga 30 million, puro rounded figures nga
So, aside from this, sir, na
Well, una, incredible yung mga kwento No, like for example, I cannot imagine President Noynoy Aquino going to that underground safe house in Misibis with Secretary Rojas and Secretary De Lima and exchanging money and exchanging shabu. I cannot imagine that happening. So, sabi ko, parang napakahirap paniwalaan ang kwento nito. The first thing I did was check the bank account. Yun ang muna Pina-check namin sa HSBC.
Okay, I would like to share to you in breaking news. The IBP has turned down Jomel Advincula's request for free legal assistance, sir. Comment.
Well, that's good news because apparently, nung unang araw kasi, merong mga membro silang pumatol. So, it's good that they realize that it's not worth it at all. It might ruin the name of the IDP.
Okay. John
Yes, sir. Nung dinismiss nyo yung mga claims and allegations nitong si Bicoy noong 2016, ano yung tingin yung intention niya? Was he acting alone or tingin nyo merong someone behind them making up these allegations?
During the time, I don't know about now, no?
During the
Yeah.
time, ano yung tingin nyo intention niya? Bakit ganun yung mga sinasabi niya?
Ang tingin ko, gusto humingi ng tulong para makalabas siya. Gusto niyang maging witness protection program o state witness or something to that effect. Wala akong ibang naisip na kasi during that time, katatapos na ng eleksyon, ang pinag-iinitan nun yung issue na against Senator De Lima. Diba? Yun yung mga issue nun kung makikita nyo nga kung reckless kami or kung reckless ako, pwede ko nga pinatulan ito at mga ilan points dyan ilabas ko because it's very damaging to Senator De Lima. But I knew this is completely farcical, to say the least. Palagay ko, during that time, kasi si Ronnie Dayan, biniginitan niya eh.
Pero sir, we was eventually released for good behavior.
Also nga pa, based on the text with the Hatch, which you can have copies later, he wanted to be a Senate hearing witness. He wanted to be a witness in the Senate hearing against Senator De Lima.
Question from the right side naman.
Sir, Marlon Ramos po sa inquiry.
Hindi, ano? Hindi. In other words, I brushed it off eh. Once I had investigated and tried to find out I wanted to find out muna kung yung mga laman may katotohanan. Ano, nung makakalaman ko hindi ko na pinansin. Madalas tayo nakakarinig ng ganyan eh, nung may mga dumalapit sa atin kung ano kwento tungkol kay ganito, kay ganyan.
Tsaka rin yung question na sa loob, anong issue ko rin, sa mga pag-drug, ano nga.
Baka gustong makasali.
Yes.
Tapos,
Hatch, dito ka.
hindi nyo ba na parang baka ito kaya yung tao na lumapit sa amin dati. May naisip ba?
Ang pagka, nung una ko palang nakita, siya yun eh. Medyo nagkalaman lang.
No sir, before po siya lumabas.
Hindi ko yung series pa lang, hindi pa nakita mo.
But yung
Wala, hindi ko.
bago nung lumabas siya
Yeah.
yung series, using alphanumeric codes, yung yung kung anong grupo yung
Wala pa yun, hindi pa
alam
wala
ng
pa.
drug syndicate, wala kayong
Wala.
hinala na
Wa-
baka ito rin yung lumapit.
Wala mo siya binanggit.
Wala naman sa binanggit. Tsaka hindi ko pinansin din yung Bikoy series na yun eh. Kasi alam naman namin walang basis, walang kwenta.
Hatch, bakit hindi ka pumunta sa psychiatrist? Sabi mo, may tao na may flip.
Noong 2016, di ba, unang sabi mo sa akin? Sabi mo sa
Saka
akin.
bakit patutuloy sa background, nakakulong na eh. Okay, dito muna sa, meron? Si Cecil nagtataas kanina. Cecil Suerte from Philippine Star. Cecil, yung ito.
Yes, kasi nung, as I said, no, when Hatch called me, I was on the phone, I was driving to Calamba, to Laguna. I was not even listening to the fellow. And Hatch said, the family name is the same. At Bingkula, let me check. Sabi niya, sir, checkin ko yung buong pangalan, titingnan ko uli yung mga affidavit niya. Sabi niya. So when I arrived in Laguna, during the press conference, I did not have a clear picture yet. I was trying to refresh pa lang during that time. Kaya nga, mali pa date ko. Sabi ko, 2015, may lumapit sa akin, di ba? Yun ang nasabi ko eh. Pero 2016 pala yun.
Is there any legend?
Because Cecil advises sa kanya yung internal parliamentary rules ng Senate eh.
Pwede yung internal lang. Pero laws, perhaps no legislation is necessary to this effect because there are existing legislation, existing laws that can cover all this. Yes,
Please introduce yourself.
Hey sir, Marlon po, from Jordan.
Marlon Jorna, si Marlon Inquirer yun.
Diyan Marlon.
Purifikasyon, no?
Pareho na kami yata.
Marlon din, Sir Jerry.
Okay.
Okay, sir, alam naman lahat yung advocacy nyo sa drugs, yung sa TDP, tapos yung sa PIDEA. Umabot pa sa radar nyo yung involvement ng Vita Plus sa illegal drugs?
Naku.
Hindi. safely say. I don't know about, let's say, kung merong mga officials o top officials na have tried it or have tawag dito, baka one time or another ay gumamit or gumagamit, pero involvement in the trade, you know, in drug trafficking per se or protection of drug trafficking, I'm not aware of these top officials.
Yung alleged operation, sir,
Hindi eh. Parang at the outset kasi ano eh hindi ka patol-patol yung kwento niya eh. Hindi ka patol-patol yung kwento niya kaya after a number of days or weeks na may mga pina-check kami, hindi ko na pinatulan even that siguro yung Misibis Boy baka even now papayag yun na imbestigahan yung lugar niya or inspeksyonin yung lugar niya kung may mga underground silang mga shabu laboratory doon.
So, because, diba sabi may death threat sa kanya, protektahan mo naman si Hals dito. Pagulutang mo eh. Siya mga makompromiso. Ikaw mismo nagsabi na baka perhaps related sa campaign, ano to. Stop mo naman ang safety ng stop mo naman.
Sila dapat na mag-ingat kay Hals eh.
Okay, ABS-CBN, naku, kalimutan ko first name yun. Sure, Torres. Ay, Marlon, ang ginawa mo sa microphone? Yung dalawang Marlon nakaubos ng battery.
Hindi, ako. Ang ginagawa niya, ano lang to, sidelight.
Okay, sir.
Itong, nung nag-open ng CHU, nasabi na dito siya, tapos hindi niya kilala yung mga ano, puro bata yan, paano mo makikilala yan, Tayong dalawa natin ito pa.
Sir, napayos ko sa'yo, sige. Libre the first blood, ha?
1992 pa kami, dalawa doon kami sa Old Congress. Meron ilang buhay pa, si Butch. With Fernandez. Si Lope.
Wala, hindi kaya pagdating ko sa Senate lobby, first engages kami na ng Sergeant Senate. Okay.
Na, sir yan.
Ayos na, sir.
O sige.
Lapit ka na kaya? Oo.
Nasa likod niya. Possibly. That's possible. But all of a sudden, banking yung biglang Bikoy series siya. Di ba? It's not easy to come up on Facebook with such a huge amount of parang hindi lang gastos kundi parang promo. Production. Hindi basta man gadaling gumawa nun, ha? So sigurado may nasa likod niya. Siguro dapat yun ang pinakamagandang gawin ngayon dito si Advincula. If he wants to come clean, he can come up and say sino yung mga nasa likod niya at naglabas dito sa sa Facebook.
Pero yung
Siguro yung mga nasa likod niya o at baka siya katulad din ng panahon na yun na hindi niya gusto yung mga yung panahon na yun walang nasa likod niya initiative niya na ayaw niya yung administrasyon ng Aquino.
Don't forget the uploader, ha? Si uploader, nakakaso na sa DOJ. So, he's the new face here.
No, I'd rather not. I will be contradicting myself if I say something to that effect. Kasi nga iniiwasan ko, ayoko nung nag-judge eh. Ayoko nung nagbibintang eh. Ayoko nung naninira ng kapwa eh. I can only guess na merong mga natao sa likod niya, pero I'd rather not say kung sino sa tingin ko or sino ang tingin ng ibang tao.
So yung burden should come from him. Siya
Oo, siya na. Siya na. Paano na-upload yun? Sino yung mahawak ng camera niya? Sino yung mga na... Di ba? I do not want to preempt Senator Lacson kasi that's why I'd rather not give my sentiment on the matter. I leave it to Senator Lacson.
Di ba Senator Lacson, present evidence first. So, ano ba mauna yung weighing of the evidence or yung formal hearing na? How do you do it? Diba sabi nga may statement siya the other day, present first the evidence, then we'll evaluate, it will proceed for full-blown hearing.
Well, as far as the Senate is concerned, to answer Sherry Ann, the best answer is, abangan ng susunod na kabanata bukas, Senator Lacson as the Kapihan sa Senado.
Kaya nga sila nasabi nga, na-upload mo, na charged by the DOJ. Talagang siya yung mayroong ano. So, will you include him in the probe? Or you will ask Senator Lacson to expand his probe to include that uploader?
So, baka, as a matter of fact, baka hindi committee on public order yun pagka yung tungkol sa Facebook na. Baka yung committee on public information o mass media, baka doon eh. And then, malamang siguro, pagka mass media na pinag-uusapan, Facebook na pinag-uusapan, we can do it after elections na. At hindi na mabahiran yung last few days ng campaign.
So tomorrow weighing of evidence muna to determine if you will proceed or not.
Yeah, I leave it to the discretion of Senator Lacson.
The same topic? Anything to the first one? So, ayan ng microphone.
Sir, nung nabasa niyo po yung 2016 affidavit,
Hindi na mo ba ito?
Hindi yata. I think I told Jojo Ochoa. I mentioned it. I think I mentioned
Kasama
it to
sa
Jojo
Quezon City
Ochoa.
Hall na ng Vice Mayor si Sir. Ayun ang connection.
Kaibigan namin nila Senator Lacson si Jojo Ochoa. So one time or another, even if they were not in office already, we had conversations, we had dinners, parang ganon. Nabanggit ko. I think kay Jojo Ochoa ko lang nabanggit. I did not mention it to Senator Rojas or Senator De Lima.
Ano daw reaction ng Jojo, sir?
Pinagtawanan.
Ayan na, binibigyan ko ng historical background kasi sinabi niya, binuking niya age ko. Vice Mayor siya si Jojo Ochoa, City Administrator sa Quezon City.
Sir, do you think... Sir, do you...
Well, if siguro all this mas maganda after elections. Saka natin tignan, if meron tayong pakikinabangan kung ito pa ay uungkatin natin or something like that. Ngayon kasi everything now until Saturday will be suspect.
That would be a good call. May follow-up daw si Shea kung wala dito, kay Shea ulit tayo. Tsaka kay Marlon.
sir,
Yung kaibat mo.
Si Boss! Ito, aminin ko, kano ko. Yung government, hindi government.
Ganda. Very good question. Review. I think it needs to be reviewed. Oo nga eh. Sige. Perhaps, that's a very, very good question. Perhaps the thing is, the good thing to do is, the best thing to do is look into the witness protection program of government again.
That's the wisdom of age, Butch. Ano pala ako ba? Oh, sige. Sumagal na yun.
Marlon. No. Wala akong nakakausap sa kanila. Kailan ba ako nagpunta sa patay? Kay ano? Kay Boynog. Di ba? Sunday. Wala. Doon lang kami huling nagkita ni ES Vidaldia sa another letra night. Kaya Arriba Blooded yun. Kwentuhan kami. Pero hindi ko pa alam yun eh. Wala akong napagsabihan sa Malacanang. Pero I hope they will be able to find out or to hear about this press con so that they can do an investigation also on their part kung gusto nila.
The other Marlon, tumakay na tuataas din. Lasa mo.
Anong dapat gawin ngayon ng mga hunter ni Picoy? Dapat sila na mismo ang mag-present sa government para lang sa kalilinaw ng lahat.
Ang tanong hindi. Ang tanong dyan, naniniwala ba sila kay Bicoy? Yung mga handler niya, naniniwala talaga sila? O talagang gusto lang nilang mambato ng putik? Yun ang tanong doon eh. Di ba? With this, kung hindi nila alam ito, ngayon alam na nila, eh siguro naman. As I mentioned yesterday in my tweet, the best thing for the IBP to have done was to do a pilot.
Hugas kamay.
Hugas kamay.
Di ba?
And they did, di ba? Okay.
Well, they did now. Yeah, it's very good.
And they were...
Pero yung mga handlers, tulad din natanong ni Marlon, kung naniniwala sila, kung hindi naniniwala pala sila, eh dapat mag sila maniwala ngayon. Kung hindi sila naniniwala at ginamit pa rin nila, ay wala tayong magagawa ron dahil iba na intention doon. I would go to the other side, which is the side of Bicoy o Advincula. Come out clean. Tell the people who told you to do that.
Eh, sa Senado, di ba? Meron din siyang ano, is also yung secretary of state witness.
Oo, come out clean. Mas mabuti yung pinakamaganda. Gagaan ang loob mo. At baka matuwa pa ang gobyerno sa'yo.
May discuss mo na John Vicente.
So sa isang exclusive interview sa Raptor, sabi ni Bicoy, meron daw siyang mga kasama, mga around 3 who may surface after he speaks. And kayo ba, open kayo sa pagbabago ng isip nyo kung sakaling merong mga ibang tao mag-corroborate or mag-support doon sa statements niyo?
Ano ang corroborate nila? Na si Noynoy Aquino at saka si Marojas at si Laila de Lima tumatanggap ng pera diretso doon sa Mississippi? Sa account nila, nagde-deposito sila HSBC? Sila magko-corroborate nun? Na ngayon naman, si Paolo Duterte naman, na same script, different name, sabi ng mga Amerikano, same dog, different color.
Okay.
I doubt it.
Common sense lang. Okay, Rita.
Pati ko, may flip yung corroborate na sinasabi niya, may flip.
Malang pa, ladies first. Okay. Marlon, your question, please. Nasa.
After you,
Yes, I think so. I think he should do that. And as I said earlier, it's better if he comes clean. He'll come out better pagka ganon. Labas niya yung ano na lang talaga. Sino nasa likod ng pagtutulak sa kanya dyan? Yes, I think so. It's kumbaga sa tubo, if I may quote Senator Lacson last night, nung binabasa niya affidavit, kumbaga sa tubo, nilanos hanggang dulo. So, siguro, tama.
Pero, siyempre, you have to follow due process. Maraming namalayan na personalities, other parties involved, hindi lang naman yung...
Ay, magagalit sa kanya yung mga yun. Kaya nga mas maganda, he comes clean, at siguradong patatawarin siya nito mga ito, at hindi na siya papatulan.
Okay, let's do the formal cremation issue, and let's go to another topic. And I know for sure na yung mga Senate reporters ang very, sige, sorry, since election, we endorsed the 6 re-elections of several other senatorial candidates. I'm not sure ang naging basis mo for the other candidates. I don't know about the election itself, about the others.
I'm familiar with their background. I'm familiar with their advocacies, and I know them personally. Yun ang mga dahilan. Alam ko na magiging mabuti silang senador. Hindi ang pagiging senador, it doesn't necessarily, you do not necessarily have to be an expert in law or in parliamentary procedures. That's important, yes, indeed. But one of the factors that I look at a person in the Senate is his voting record, the way he votes, the way he supports particular issues or controversies. Malaking bagay yun. I've learned that from the best and the brightest when I was here in 1992. The likes of Netali Gonzalez, Bert Romulo, Ernie Mascata, Ed Angara, yun ang mga kasabay ko sila Sani Alvarez, Orly Mercado, Boy Herrera, Blas Ople, Celine Fernan. I've learned it from them most of them, if you will look at the records of the Senate, ilan ang mga batas na pinasa, ilan ang inotor nila, konti lang. Pero,
Quality record, tsaka quality.
quality. Yung excellent ang voting record If it's good for the people, they vote for it. If they think it's not good for the people, they vote against it. Di ba? And yung minana ko kaya so nakikita ko ito sa mga kasama ko dito at dito sa mga ini-endorse ko na makarating sa Senado. Malaking bagay yung pananaw niya.
Nabanggit mo sa kanina na you're looking forward to the 18th Congress, 18th Senate. And you have endorsed how many senatorial candidates, ba? NPC is
yun lang, kung ako lang masusunod, 15 nga gustong i-endorse
Ano yung NPC na yung sarili na?
Kaya lang siyempre, hirap din ako dahil meron ako mga kaibigan, as the 10 that I've mentioned already, meron ako mga kaibigan na meron namang grupo sa NPC na may bangga, politika, ganun talaga Hindi, kaya nga, as I mentioned earlier, sa mga babae, sinasama ko si Amy Marcos na kasama, really, At she's a member of the NP, merong bunggo sa Ilocos, merong ganyan. Hindi talaga namin na totally mailabas lahat ng gusto namin. Siyempre, kaibigan naman natin si Bong Revilla, si Jinggoy, si Tolentino, especially Francis Tolentino. Yung mga masusunod na rin 5 Kaya lang, as acting chairman of the NPC, I'm confined to what I can only say that I know that my party mates will support. And headline doon sa NPC, is JB Rito Lapid and Grace Po.
Oh, yes. And I think this is too early to say about the Senate, 18th Senate. At this early, marami nang pumipurma na will contest your Senate presidency daw.
Everyone is welcome. You know, I only serve at the pleasure of my peers. You know, all you have to do is tell me that you have 13 votes, and you can have my resignation as Senate President. Madali yun. I have been here since 1992. I have witnessed 8 or 9 coup d'etats in the Senate. So I'm familiar with how it's done and the goings on, as they say.
Yes, sir. And from 1992 to 1998, you really shut up yung popularity rating mo to the point that you once been considered as a vice presidential running mate of your fellow Senator Dora Macapagal-Arroyo, and because of the black propaganda, di ba? And now, medyo, siyempre, mabango ka, taas ang popularity rating mo na naman, inaay yung Senate presidency. How about 2022?
Are you courting black propaganda again?
2022 is not far.
Yeah, I know, but you were still in the 2019 elections. We will look at the landscape, the political landscape after 2019. Siguro, as far as I'm concerned, if I'm asked personally, I have no plans whatsoever for 2022. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking of a childhood dream. To be ambassador to Spain. Nung maliit ako, gusto ko maging ambassador to Spain. I don't know why.
May mga Sotto kasi Spain na may tanong si siya, sige.
Very tough question to answer. As a matter of fact, I don't really subscribe to the word rival kasi kaya ang hirap sagutin ng tanong mo because I don't think there should be any rivalry. If my peers, if my colleagues feel that there should be a new leadership, then I will be very supportive of any new leadership. If they would want to retain the leadership of the Senate, then it's a welcome thing. So I don't know. I don't think there is any rivalry between any of the members of the Senate.
But who do you
Hirap ng tanong mo. Pinag-isip mo, Senator Lacson, Senator Dulong, they have leadership qualities.
female naman?
Any of the female senators, any one of the members of the Senate, in fact, kung tutusin.
Spoiler alert tayo
Well, it depends on the leadership. Kung ang leadership ay naman ng line of thinking natin and the same goals as far as the Senate is concerned, independent, transparent, Di ba? I will be supportive. I will be a member of the majority. Now, if I feel that we are in opposing visions, then automatically nagkakaroon ng opposition eh. Pero I'm sure there's nothing that we cannot thresh out as far as the Senate is concerned.
Okay, Marlon. Gusto yung topic ba?
No,
Teka, let's talk muna about election before the 2022. Yung less than 2 weeks left, mag-election na naman kayo napakalit na yung 17th Congress, the life of the 17th Congress. Ano pa ba ang kailangan nyo maipasa, sir? Legislative priorities nyo?
Unless some important bill escapes me, what I know is that the measures that we have to approve are, number one, the Anti-Terrorism Act. It used to be the Human Security Act, but ito nga ang tawag namin dito, amendments to the Human Security Act, but the short title would be the Anti-Terrorism Act.
Ano pa ba lang dyan, sir?
Ay, yung present Human Security Act natin, favors the terrorist eh. Masyadong maluwag eh. So this time around, it is really anti-terrorism. And then the amendments to the Public Service Act, you've seen the problems that we have encountered not only with the telcos, with the airlines, the water, most especially the water. All these fall under the category of the Public Services Act. And our Public Service Act is as old as Mahoma. As a matter of fact, there is within the code, if you will scrutinize it, there is within the code a certain provision that we need the permission of the President of the United States. Commonwealth eh. Commonwealth pa eh. Oo. Kaya talagang we really need to approve that right away. Public Services Act. Because, second reading naman siya.
May house counterpart ba naman?
Meron. And then the Medical Scholarship Act that I am proposing, of course, siyempre, akong principal also nun, kaya gusto ko yun. But I'm sure everybody likes that. Napakakonti ang doktor sa Pilipinas na nagpupunta sa baryo. Ang dahilan, mahal. Isa sa mga dahilan eh. So if ang pagdodoktor sa Pilipinas ay gagawin nating libre, both private and public medical schools, dadami doktor. Di ba? But meron lang yan, ready for committee report. Meron lang condition yun. Pag pinag-aral ka ng gobyerno, naging doktor ka, kailangan magsisilbi ka muna dito sa Pilipinas ng 3 years ba ang sa bill natin? 3 years. 5 years dito ka sa Pilipinas. Di pa pwedeng nag-doktor ka tapos mag-abroad ka. No? Pwede kung gusto mo, pero babalik mo ginastos ng gobyerno sa'yo. It will be in the bill. And then the Budget Reform Act, hopefully baka namin the Foreign Investments Act, the emergency powers,
Ito sa traffic?
kasama yung traffic nun. Yun, more or less yun yung mga wish list ko na hopefully by June 7 ay naipasa namin on third reading at kung pwede pati bycam tapos.
Okay, Marlon.
Sir, sa Philip lang. Pumunta kayo sa necro ni Speaker Nograles sa House. Kamusta?
Hindi sa Heritage.
Sa Heritage. So may mga nakita kayong mga congressmen, sir?
Oo,
Kamusta
yes.
naman, sir, yung naging pagtanggap sa inyo despite nung nangyaring
Sa budget raw.
sa budget, sir?
Wala problema. Okay. As a matter of fact, most of them, most ng mga nakakausap ko are saying that mabuti na lang. Mabuti na point out namin yun. Dahil kasi marami rin nasagasaan ng mga congressman doon sa mga amendments na nangyari after ratification.
So confident kayo this coming next year na naman sa budget hearing? Hindi na mangyayari yung...
Yes. Especially if the Speaker of the House would be friendly with the Senate.
Yung sa budget reform act ba yun, yung cash budgeting system na pinupush ni former DBM Secretary Joc, no? Yung,
No, the budget reform act that we have is more or less in line with the budget reform of also of Senator Lacson.
okay. Yun pa? Question?
So, pwede lang po ng reaction, announced na ni Senator Lacson na wala nang hearing on Friday.
Oh,
Well, I would want to be here tomorrow sa Kapihan ng Senado para makinig sa kanya kung paano dito sa inyo, para tingnan natin kung ano naman ang meron siya.
Yun lang yung talagang logical decision, sir, na wala nang hearing on Friday.
Oo, dahil apparently mukhang basura yung binato sa atin eh.
pero sir, yung si uploader, that's a real ano, that's the real crime. Yung sa uploader, di ba?
Yeah, that's a big issue.
You cannot sweep it under the rug, di ba?
That's a big problem. We can
Yung
take
cyber nyo,
it up sa Committee on Public Information and Mass Media after elections.
after the election.
Naniniwala kayo may nag-finance doon sa video nung yung Bikoy episode?
Imposibleng wala. Imposibleng wala. Tiyak na meron.
Dapat yung makilala rin ng taong bayan.
Oo.
Marlon. Pero yung microphone, di ba pwede mahina ang boses ni Marlon?
Sir, among those you endorsed is re-election ni Senator Bamakio is from the opposition.
Oo.
Sir,
Our present relationship with the minority is more than cordial. It is very friendly, as a matter of fact. If there are issues that the minority are not supportive of, what we do is we talk to Senate President or former Senate President Drilon, who is the minority leader, and we see eye to eye most of the time. We are good friends. So hindi kami wala talaga if it's the Drilon group, they criticize, they amend, but very constructive most of the time. And we have not encountered, I have not encountered to date, a measure na or a stand na talagang contrasting lang talaga. Well, of course, one or two of the resolutions nila minsan bunggo kami, pero that's about it. And what is a resolution? To quote Senate President Neptali Gonzales, resolution lang yan, hindi pasan nyo na.
you're also once part of the minority here in the Senate. So, gaano po ba ka-importante yung may ibang boses sa isang legislative body like the Senate?
Mahalaga din yun. Although, sometimes, there were times in the past na may mga members of the majority na kumukontra din eh. Ganun talaga eh. Yung faction, ano lang yan, in name lang yan eh. Kung totoo sa hindi mga kontra sa majority. But, to answer your question, most of the time, we find we find a common ground usually. Did I answer the question properly?
Okay. Makita ko sa Anyway, I was reminded to ask you this question. Ano ang nakikita mo sa mga pending elections, this midterm elections?
Ayun. The reason Commissioner Goyo Larrazabal is here is, aside from the fact that he's one of our technical advisors and member of the Nationalist People's Coalition, or NPC, he was briefing me on the VRVS. The voters registration verification system, VRVS. Ang COMELEC, we believe, should disseminate more of this information in the areas that they are going to do it now. they are, the briefing that Attorney Commissioner Goyo told me was that they are doing, parang hindi lang experimental, but they are enforcing, they're executing it in Manila, Quezon City, Pangasinan, Nueva Ecija, Cavite, Cebu, Negros Occidental, Davao, and Barm. Di ba? Yun. Ang ano yung VRVS, yun yung thumbprint ang ginagamit para i-identify ka. Hindi na yung bibigyan mo pangalan mo, bibigyan na kaagad ng balota. Hindi. Bibigyan mo yung pangalan mo, kukunin ng VRVS mo, tsaka ka babalik doon, bibigay sa yung balota. The reason that we want COMELEC, and Attorney Larrazabal was pointing this out to me, was that it should be disseminated well by COMELEC, sapagkat pag hindi din ang alam ng iba, especially the areas that are pinpointed, baka ma-delay. That will be an additional 1 or 2 minutes delay sa botante per voter. So, delikado yun na abuti ng pagsara ng presinto.
6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Di ba?
Hanggang 6 p.m. ba? 6 p.m. Yun. So if there are any questions about it later, you can ask Commissioner, former Commissioner Larrazabal.
Tapos si Butch Fernandez lang tatanong. Si Butch, give it away kasi niya. Si Butch Fernandez. Microphone mo. Makuha ka sa salita. Makuha ka sa salita ka na, sir.
Meron bang liability yung witness for
Sino? Si Butch.
Liability for what?
Murder? Change his tools daw kasi. Ano accountable ang liability niya?
Well, to those people maligned, definitely he has a liability. It's up to them now to go after him if they want to. Unless he comes clean, as I said, no? Because if he does, then I'm sure he will be able to erase the hurt that he has done to these people.
That's presuming there will be the forgiving people, di ba? Yeah, malign destitution.
I doubt it. I will look into that, but I doubt it. Kasi katulad nun, nung dumating sa akin yan, wala, binrush aside ko. Kasi pagka naman binigyan natin ng credence lahat ng gaganyan, napakaraming nakakarating sa amin na kung ano-anong kwento dito eh. Pag pinatulan natin lahat yan, para di tayo may flip.
Okay.
I'm not status, but oversight daw, oversight on the ease of doing it. I can only surmise that bago yung batas eh. So the oversight functions has not functioned yet. Hindi pa, bago pa lang yun eh. It's an amendment to the old law of Senator Lacson, yung anti-red tape. Ito yung ease of doing business eh. Kaumpisa pa lang yun eh. So siguro wala pa akong alam na may oversight na ginagawa yung committee. If I am still Senate President, the answer is yes. I will insist on our being independent, being transparent, and being sincere in our work. If I'm still SP. If not, then we will leave it to the new leadership on how they will handle the relationship between the majority and the minority, and how the Senate stands within perspective of the executive department and the other house.
Sir, how will you describe Peter Comila Vincula and his application?
I did not meet him personally. It was Hatch who met him, ano? So ang nakita ko lang litrato. I have not even listened to him on television at saka yung ano niya. So your question is how can I describe him now after all this? I would want to be kind, no? Kaya I don't want to blurt out what I have in mind. But siguro
Yung pang school book language.
I'm trying to find a kind word eh.
Naive.
Hindi naman. Hindi naman. Nung umpisa, hindi. Umpisa, biglang sulpot lang eh. Siguro the best word would be farcical. Farcical.
Comedy.
Hindi naman. Hindi. Farcical. Kasi, oo.
False
Di ba? That's between kind and strong. Correct. Yun na nga. O, di ba?
Kwentong kutsero.
Ayun, parang ganun. Oo.
Okay. You have any recap?
Questions.
Yes.
Any updates on the Senate committee hearings on the 2016 automated election irregularities? You gave,
Yes.
wala nang na-update. Tapos the next follow-up question is there a chance that the election system will be updated or changed in time for 2022? Kasi ang dami yung binigay before, dami
Yes.
info. So,
The 2016 elections investigation has not been terminated. It's still ongoing. Kasi there are some una yung election pumasok. So our chairman of the Committee on Electoral Reforms medyo may problema sa timing, you know. And then when my source was ready to come out, hindi makatawag ng hearing. And then he asked me for a relief of 2 weeks because he had a pending application to a big company na pag lumitaw siya, baka hindi siya tanggapin. So pinagbigyan namin and then inabot na. So right now, I can tell you, he is now ready or they are now ready. After siguro sa 2018, the 18th Congress na, when we continue with it, then I can present this particular,
hindi nyo talaga papakawalan yung issue.
Hindi, because we have to straighten it out for the 2022 elections. Especially presidential and vice presidential ang kasama dun eh. It's a national elections. And then, as far as the reforms are concerned, I have the same thinking of Senator Coco Pimentel, and I hope Coco Pimentel remains in the Senate. He's re-elected, and he's chairman of the Committee on Electoral Reforms. We have the same thinking that we should go and try this time the hybrid. Mas safe yun. Manual ang voting. Tapos computerized ang automated ang transmissions at bilangan.
Hindi yun yung
That is safer. ba siya, yung kay Senator Gordon?
Para siyang, meron para siyang, yung sa bangko, maliit na screen. Tapos meron siyang sample na when you vote, diretso siya, upload agad. Tinatransmit siya agad, hindi iniipon. Transmit agad.
Pwede we take up yun. We can see which one is better and which one has less loopholes. I will support a system that will be, foolproof.
Okay, and may pass, ay, meron pa kasi. Yung uploader.
And Crocodile, or give
Yes, he has a pending case in court. He's already in court. He's been indicted, and he has sent feelers to me to explain.
Dayang.
Oo. As a matter of fact, I think he posted bail, yung kid na ayaw. Parang ganun eh. So, I will probably listen to what he has to say, but all he has to do easily is to tell me who's behind him and who made him do it. Dahil yun ang sinasabi niya, mukhang ginamit lang daw siya.
Sino si Dayang?
Yung nag-post ng tungkol sa aming mga senador we refused daw to sign a resolution,
Okay.
and that is a blatant lie
Okay.
because they never approached us to sign.
Okay, and if there's no more question, I'm gonna write this down because the Senate President is a very busy person, and I will let you do your own ambush interviews with him. On that note, I would like to ask our dear Senate President to give his closing remarks.
Again, I thank the Senate media, headed by, of course, Sally. Thank you very much for allowing us to use the venue for the Kapihan sa Manila Bay. And then my special thanks to my dear friend, Ichu Villanueva, who never fails to invite me, but for giving in to holding this Kapihan here in the Senate Lounge instead of Kapihan Adriatico. Of course, it will be there next week. It will be there. And hopefully, we can invite Senator Lacson sa Adriatico.
Standing ovation sa kanya.
Okay. But then, that's after elections. It's very magandang magkaroon ng usapan nun. So, I thank you again, and I thank everyone. And hopefully, we were able to shed light on these issues beleaguering the 2019 elections and the campaign scenario in the country. So I wish everyone good luck. I wish all the candidates good luck, and of course my candidates, I wish them luck and Godspeed.
Okay.
Thank you.
On that note, thank you very much po sa inyong lahat.